Good morning and welcome to Sunday Soul Talks. Where I'm in the Redwood forest in my girlfriend's cabin deep in the Redwood forest. I'm blown away by these trees. I wonder if I could prop this up and not hold it the whole time. I'm sitting in the bathroom on the toilet because it's only 6 a.m. here, and I've got blankie on because it's freezing up here. It's 44 degrees, a far cry from morning in Maine. Maine, Florida. Oh, Sherry. Yeah, it's too dark in there. So I'm in the bathroom with the heater on. So, good morning, Sherry. Okay, I'm just gonna see if I can prop this up so I don't have to hold it. I'm on the toilet. Nah, I can hold it. Okay, so what I want to talk about today, Margie, and actually, I didn't say I wasn't coming on. I told them last week that I was gonna post it if I wasn't. So they're probably not expecting me to be on, but whatever. This is all for me, right? And I wrote a text about this morning because somebody was talking about, this Fisher guy that he writes beautiful things. He wrote something about Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror, which is absolutely crazy to me because this song, I say crazy, but at this point, like I say, no grain of sand is out of place. But Man in the Mirror has been something that I've been seeing on Facebook, on a reel or something, and it's made me look up the lyrics, and wow, it is all about looking in that mirror and not blaming someone else for how you're feeling. I am clearly seeing, and that's what I'm going to talk about, is judgment is the direct the word opposite's coming, but I don't know, doesn't feel right. Of love. We do not feel the love that we are, which is nothing. And yes, we are nothing, and that mind does not want to hear that we are literally nothing. Love is not quantifiable. Your mind is not gonna get around it. But all the pain that we have inside causes judgment of another if they haven't done it right. They've done something wrong. How dare they do that to me? Ooh, hi, Peter Dibida. Okay, so when I got here, we had a 10-hour ride up here. It was so much fun. Oh my God. We got to listen to Sherry. Well, what? We were listening to Jonathan, who is a guy who died and came back, who is, everything he says is clarity, and her and I have done enough work and are open enough to feel what he's saying. Thank God, because the rest of this vacation would be shit for me because of what the hook. Well, the hooks were right from the beginning. I'm cleaning while I'm on vacation. I'm cleaning cabins. And and she said, just dust off tables. And Travis, my son, starts messaging me. Well, actually, I think I showed him that I was in the Redwood forest and he starts messaging me when I'm in the first cabin, cleaning it, saying, because Sherry is weed whacking. I wish I got a picture of her. Because there's a lot of poison oak up here. A lot. Like, everywhere. So she's covered head to toe with garb and this heavy weed whacker. She's all over this property. And there are 4.5 cabins, I'd say. I haven't been in the littlest one, but I didn't have to go in it. Yeah, I didn't have to do anything. Just in 2 of them. And wait. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Yeah. And so her kids are coming. Well, they're here, but they weren't when we got up here early so we could clean them and get stuff ready, get food ready for them. So immediately the mind starts coming up. I'm on vacation and I'm cleaning? What? And so Travis starts talking to me about how he's doing a quickie, somebody really needed something done. He does hardwood floors, and he needed a quickie done. He said, don't go into the depths that you normally do. And as he's talking about this, I'm going, because normally I go into, when I'm cleaning, he goes, I've realized I just can't do surface. And I was like, oh my God, this is he was such a mirror for me. I mean, everybody is our mirror, but a lot of times we don't want to look at it. The man in the mirror. Coming back to Michael Jackson. So, instead of being hooked, I was having actually a magical morning because I was connecting with Jeannie. I was connecting with Travis. Did Hannah call? It was just, I was on the phone more than I was cleaning in that first cabin. But it took me a long time. I could feel my body getting all uptight because I was thinking she was going to be done before me because we were going to go to the beach. So I was feeling anxious inside in the background, but I wasn't stopping talking to the different people. But I was still getting things done. I made the bed with the wrong sheets. I had to remake the bed. One of the beds. So, but that wasn't bothering me. And the hooks of, because Travis said to me, you're getting to clean a cabin in the Redwood forest. How freaking amazing is that? It was like a reset. Yeah. Yes. Freaking amazing. Anyway, so I get to instead of I have to. Just that one change in. Thank you for the heart. Cynthia, good morning. I'm up in the cabin in the Redwood forest. No shower. In my jammies. In the bathroom. On the toilet. When there's a will, there's a way, right? I was going to do it from the bed. Good morning. But it was too dark. It was still too dark in there because it's 6 a.m. here. So, anyway, I had a magical morning. Really, I got both cabins done. It was just, I actually, I was enjoying every minute of it. Got them to my specifications. But I had to dumb them down because the floors are plywood. So I didn't have to wash floors or nothing. It was awesome. Really, when I started thinking about it. Good morning, Margie. Okay, so after the cleaning of the cabin, we went to the beach, which was, the cliffs. I mean, it could not be more opposite than the beaches that I've been at. I mean, the sand is like almost like rocks, like fine rocks. And when you go through it, its dust comes up like dirt. So mine is like, what? But I'm watching all these thoughts. It's been the best. So next day, we have food to prepare for the kids coming. So, and Chris, Sherry's husband, ex-husband. And I'm standing there chopping cabbage, 2 different cabbages, carrots, cucumbers, the tomatoes we did together here at this cabin. What else there was a lot. I was standing in one position for hours chopping. And my body started hurt. I'm not standing in one, it started hurting. So then the thoughts were coming in of Jesus. So what I did, I've got a tip, which I did for Peter. Before we went on our trip, our camping trip, our big trip around the country, he hurt his back bad. And I said, get on the floor, the flat, hard floor. And here, there isn't even a rug. I was laying on the floor. Because Sherry goes, someone told me one time, one of my friends told me one time that if you lay on the floor and lay into it, it works every time when you lay on a flat floor, but gently, because your back is all tight. So as you breathe into it, each part lets go easily. It's so freaking cool how your back just lets go as you breathe. Anyway, so at one point towards the end of the day, because I only had to do that twice, it totally reset me and I could stand again for hours. So I'm laying on the floor. No, I got up and she was opening up a squash. She just cooked a squash, which I've never done before. And as my mind got sucked into what she was doing, I was just watching her. And she looks at me and goes, don't you have anything better to do than to watch me? It was so perfect. Little Lori took it personal. It totally went, it was my mother. The tone, the words were exactly my mother. Brought me back to when I was a kid, doing it wrong. So, oh my gosh, stewing. Lady in Black, so deep and mysterious, dear LT. Have a great show. Have a marathon to run. Take care. Thank you, Nemo, for dropping by. I appreciate you, Jimmy. I know you just come by to say hi, but I love it. And I love where your mind has been going lately since the operation. That post was beautiful. Anyway, have a great day. So, it was stewing. My mind was, how dare she? That she hurt me. And I know better. You guys know I know better. Because I talk about this all the time. So, but it was a hard one, a deep one, because it was mom's, it was direct pain from childhood. So I'm sitting there doing the things, but inside I'm just stewing, quiet, which I'm not. Everybody knows I'm not quiet. The thoughts were, how dare she? I'm a victim of her. I would never talk to somebody like that. That's one of the big things. Good morning, Rita. Good morning. It's good to see you here. So as the thoughts were saying, watch when it says, I would never do something like that. That's ego right there. You are not coming from the love that you are. And that's not hurting anybody else but you. The inside of me was so, it was perfection for me. I could not have well, I'm actually seeing that I'm scripting all of this shit. We are scripting it all. So, as this Lori character was stewing over all of this, there was some in the background saying, I know I'm not a victim. There's something here for me to learn. That's what I was saying during it. Consciously, I was saying there's something. So when it was time to come back to our cabin, I came by myself. And I was walking down the pathway, which is so freaking cool because these pathways to the houses, the different cabins, taking them makes me think of being in Spain when I went to Lisa Carn's that 14-day silent retreat. That we had to walk through pathways to get, oh my God, it's just bringing me right back to there. It's so cool. But I was calling, I said, Mom, Dad, Aunt Phyllis, please help me with this. I need help with this. I want to see through this. So I get to the cabin and get all undressed and get into bed. And I wake up in the morning to go pee in the middle of the night. And there was no thoughts. It was silent. But there was a remembering of the thought process. And I went to the bathroom. And as I was walking back to the bed, it came back. Why I needed to be pissed off. Why I needed to be the victim. I got in bed and got back to sleep. I woke up in the morning and I was on Facebook and I saw something that made my heart feel so... It was my sister's son, who is, they're estranged right now. He doesn't speak to his mom. And it's very painful for all of them. So I saw these beautiful pictures and I said to Angie, I said, I see some beautiful pictures of Kyle in Italy. Do you know he's in Italy? I said, he is having the best time. Do you want me to share some pictures with you? And what came back was, why do you want to hurt me? And I came back with, I don't want to hurt you. I thought it would feel good for you to see that Kyle is enjoying Italy just like you did 2 years ago. And then I was talking about everything that I was typing to her. It was not lost on me that it was for me. The blame, there is zero growth when you blame somebody for how you're feeling. How many times have I said that, right? I'm telling you, I was typing to myself, and it was freaking cool to watch as it's coming out of my fingers. Fever. I mean, it was all to me. And then when I got done with explaining to Angie in the depth and saying, if I, because her ego was coming back with hard, and I'm like, and she kept bringing back, would you want, she said 4 different times through our conversation, why don't you show pictures to them about when I'm having a good time. Have you showed them when I'm having a good, different through the whole conversation? I'm like, I'm not dealing with them. I'm dealing with you. And she goes, why don't you deal with them? I said, because you are the one that's more openly pained by this. And I want to help if you'll let me, if I can. And she wasn't receptive, but she has been since then. Now, I mean, not to me helping her. She took what we talked about to a friend of hers, and she was able to reset herself back to where she wanted to see the pictures. But I sent her a reel, and it's from Instagram, and she don't, Instagram. So I just figured it's perfect. Let it be. That was beautiful for me. All of it. And I said, just know, because she kept coming back with the hard. I said, if your mind lets go enough that if it's open, and you got to be willing to listen, you have to be a little bit willing, as Hope always said, to entertain this message. If you want freedom, you have to be just a little bit willing. Anyway, she wasn't willing, and that's okay. That's what I told her. It's okay, and I said, I will be here and love you to the end. Without, it doesn't matter. It does not matter how much stuff is thrown at me. Oh my God, because I know that it's for me and not to me. And Sherry was a catalyst for that. Oh my God, it was amazing to go through all of that. And the redwoods, you guys, these redwood trees. Okay, in Maine, we have huge pine trees. Margie, the Bowden pines. I would say you could put the biggest Bowden pines, say 6. I would say 6 Bowden pines in one clump for one tree. Or more even. Some of them are even. The pictures I posted of me, Sherry did a video of me walking towards one, the back of me. So I had this magical experience. You guys can think I'm crazy. I don't care. I had my hand on this tree. Sherry had gone around it, and she was out of sight. I had no idea where she went. And I could hear a creaking, but normally we hear trees creak when they're hitting together, like a squeak, like a rubbing or whatever. But this was something different. So it was like it was communicating with me. I don't know. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I could feel this tree. It was deep inside of it. And then there was a image of its, the life force of it, like a loop was going through my body, through my hand, into it, and back out, into it, through my, what? And when Sherry came around, it broke it, and I was like, this tree was talking to me, I swear. She's like, what? I said, listen. Of course, there was no talking. But we went on the other side, and I started hearing it again. And she did hear it. That was the coolest freak. You could see where the lightning struck it at the bottom. That's the one I'm standing in front of with my arms wide open. The lightning struck it, burnt it inside of it, but it's still alive. I don't know. I've never experienced anything like this. Oh my God. Then yesterday we go kayaking. And you guys know kayaking is my favorite thing to do. And I've done a lot of it. And Melissa, Sherry's daughter goes, being prepared to fall out. I'm like, I've never fallen out of a kayak ever. They're sit inside, right? Yeah, they're sit inside. And I picked the one I wanted. Sitting inside. And I always kayak with my legs on top of the thing. Well, there was some rapids. There was some, I mean, this river is moving. And there was some, ripples we went over, and we had to pick our spots or whatever. Well, that was fine. Each time I would put my feet in when I did the ripples, because I didn't know. I was like, whoa. So we get to this place called the Chute. So I'm watching everybody go into it and they're coming out of it. Well, Sherry disappeared for a bit, and she was right in front of me. She disappeared. I'm like, what? So there were bushes way on the right-hand side, and the water, I'm coming into it. The water's coming from the left as I'm kayaking in. Hardcore coming from the left. So I cannot steer it. Thank God my feet were inside. I'm trying to steer to the right. I mean, to the left. I'm trying to hook it around to keep going straight, but it's pushing me into those bushes. Once I got in the bushes, I could not get out. And I'm doing everything I can to try. And all of a sudden, the boat starts tipping to the side. And of course, that water is rushing, starts coming in the boat. Oh my God. The freaking thing flipped over. I'm underneath the boat. The water, I don't even know. I seriously banging on the rocks. I don't know what happened. I somehow, I got up, because it's not really deep. It's not like above my head or anything, but it was keeping me on the pressure of that water. Somehow it was able to dislodge. I was able to push it, and then it wasn't so heavy that I got to another spot where the edge of to get out of the water, it's like very loose on the edge. So I'm freaking falling. I'm going to be 62 years old in a couple weeks, and I was exhausted trying to get the kayak, a kayak half, not quite half full of water, but the whole front of it was full of water. I couldn't budge it. I'm sitting on my ass, holding it, trying not to get swept away. And Sherry's trying to she went to grab my pole. She went under. Jesus. Oh my God, what a freaking riot. Well, her ex-husband, Chris, he went under. He flipped his because the dog tried to jump on it earlier in the day, and I was laughing, thanking God it wasn't me. And when I got back, I gave him full permission to laugh his ass off at me. Oh my God. The thing is, I'm saying, they're thinking I'm an avid kayaker, and so am I thinking that. Nope. Jeez. Not in that kind of water. I had no idea. Peter and I have never done. I mean, we went in some class, they call them class 5. I can't remember the name they had of them, on the Androscoggin in between Auburn and Lewiston. 2 sets. But we made them through. It was a wide area. This was a very small area where lots of water would come in from different directions. Yeah, no. We were supposed to go again on Monday. I'm not going. I could portage, take it out, but been there, done that. It's a beautiful ride. I took a bunch of videos of that too. I mean, it's breathtaking. Upstate California is beautiful in every way. It's just, and I haven't been bothered by bugs at all. There's been no bugs. No mosquitoes. I think I've seen one, but it's not. It's just, I mean, it's all of the country's beautiful, but it's just a different kind of beautiful. The ruggedness. I mean, you could say Maine is rugged too, of course, the rugged coast. But this, the cliffs, it's just, Anyway, so now we're getting to reap the benefits of all of the freaking cooking we did, the preparing I did, and Sherry's cooking. Ha! Unbelievable. Everything has been so good. So good. Oh, the salads. She has this little apparatus, this little chopping thing that I've used to make things. You can either mince them or chop them. Yeah, so much fun. I've had so much fun with that little thing. And now the salads, well, actually, I sliced all the cabbage. A big head of red cabbage and a regular cabbage. Carrots, cucumbers, peppers. It's onions. Oh, red onions. You open up the fridge. Red onions. Actually, I took something out and I said, oh my God, this smells like onions. A piece of clothing, I think it was. Anyway. So, it's been a very, very cool week in every way possible. In the eye candy, in the mouth candy, in the mind candy. Just being a little bit willing to look at the man in the mirror. Or the woman in the mirror. It's changing. Yeah, and Sherry and I got to talk about it. And like Jonathan says, because somebody said, do they have to apologize? She doesn't have to apologize. She did me. Her delivery was a gift for me. And I could choose to be a victim of her, but I'm choosing for the gift. Oh my God. Freedom. All those little pains are living inside of there, subconsciously. And the only way you know is if somebody hits it. And when they hit it, you can blame them and listen to all the stories that the mind is saying against them. But 3 fingers are pointing back at you. Look within. Look within. I'm telling you, it is freedom. It's lightness, because all of those subconscious beliefs weigh you down. Peter has had another flying dream, and his biggest takeaway from the flying dream is the lightness. He feels light, just like Mom said as she was dying. I feel light, because there was no more future. Past didn't matter anymore, obviously. Or who hurt me, or what. Yeah, and every single person is innocent of this. Innocent. How the hell are you going to know that, like Sherry said to me that night when we were talking after, or the morning when we got through it, she goes, that's why relationships get, you won't be blamed for anything anymore. I hope not, honey. And if I'm blaming you, just call me out on it. Just like you're doing. Put it another stack in the wall. Another brick in the wall. And you too. You too. I'll have to get rid of my list. Exactly. Yeah, honey, you are the closest. We've been together. Cynthia said, good morning, Peter. uh, but Sherry said that's why relationships end. Not because of them or what they did to me. That's not why any relationship ends. It ends because of the mirror that you're not ready to see. I wouldn't do what they did. That's all ego. It's not who you are. And as these things get seen, the lighter. Peter said, hi, all. Can you feel that love, guys? That's what we are. That feeling, that aliveness, that you don't feel when you're stuck believing these thoughts. When you're stuck judging someone else as doing life wrong. They're doing it exactly right for you. If you have a judgment against somebody else, you're only hurting you because it's keeping your heart in the cage. I love that this all happened. And then sitting around the fire with everybody. Tonight's going to be with Justin. I haven't sat around a fire in so long. The smoke kept following me. Ian, the one, Melissa's husband, he's the one who started the fire, made a beautiful fire. And no matter where I went, he says, I'll switch with you. So we switched, the freaking smoke came towards me. He goes, I'm trying to help you, but I think it's you. No matter where I went, the smoke came. I got something in a cage, and it's not my heart. What's in the cage? It's not your heart? What is it, Peter Tibitot? What? Type it. What's in the cage? I'm not following it. We have so many deer and a fawn. He said it was jumping. He tried to send it to me, and it's not, but he saved it on his phone. Jumping all over in our driveway up in Maine. Oh, my God. Deer, turkey. He's seen a fox. Now we need a moose. There's moose in Monmouth. Oh, when I first got here, I was sneezing like, I couldn't, it was off. I thought I was gonna, but I'm not sneezing anymore. My nose feels like the membranes are swollen or whatever, but I'm not sneezing. Thank God. It was, because the thought was, I'm gonna do this the whole time. But God, it's just throws it into the future. I woke up a fly with this heater in here. There's a fly in here. We got a groundhog. Take a screenshot of it so I can see it. I love groundhogs. We had groundhogs on Spear Street on top of our wood pile in the back. Okay. I forgot what I was going to say. Of course. I think that's it. I think that's it. Unless any of you... Honey, what do you mean something's in a cage? It's not my heart. Yes, your heart is in a cage. Yes, it is. He's too fast. Okay. Yeah, I'm saying we're innocent because those judgments come up automatically. That's what it does. That's what the mind does. Throws out judgments consistently. That's why they talk about meditation, getting quiet. And we keep ourselves so busy or distracted so we don't see this. We don't get in touch with the aliveness within, the love that we are. Love and gratitude. So much gratitude. Oh my God. Once you see something big like that, it's so much gratitude. I don't want to change your show to a PG-13. You mean to a rated R? I got it. Yes, and the blame is where? Mr. Dimitar. All right. I think I'm done. And nobody ever has any questions. Well, Kim's not here. Anyway. That's it. I love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for being here and entertaining this, because this message is going directly to where it needs to. You would not have stayed here if you were not waking up. There's no way your mind would be like, it doesn't want to look at the man in the mirror. It's too easy to judge somebody else. I hope you don't blame me for what's happening to your plants. Cynthia, I appreciate you so much. And I'm sending love to all of you. If the plants die, I won't have to worry about them when we go to Maine for 2 weeks. It's okay. It's okay. I love you all because you are me. And that gratitude I feel for each one of you is lighting me up. Thank you. Mwah! Have a great week. I'll see you from Florida next week. Bye.